I'm going to be discussing household survival items. These are things that could be used in a pinch if you find yourself in the middle of a natural disaster. First thing we're going to be talking about is a can of sardines. Not only are sardines easy to store and a good protein boost, but they can also be used to make a lamp if they're packed in oil. Once you're finished with the fish, you're going to want to place a natural wick into the remaining oil and slightly over the edge. A sardine lamp will burn for hours with just a little bit of oil. You can refill it with cooking oil once it runs low. In a pinch, you can break the point off of a wax crayon and light the paper label. As the wax melts, the paper becomes a wick. These last for about 30 minutes. You can make one of the longest burning emergency candles from a can of Crisco. You simply press a wick into the can. Let's see here, open it up. To make a candle, we're just going to simply press a wick into the can, and you've got one of the longest burning emergency candles on the planet. Crisco candles have been reported to burn for more than 30 days straight. All kidding aside, a tampon really does have a lot of uses in a survival situation. Tampons were first used in the 19th century to plug bullet wounds. The string has multiple purposes. It can be used as a wick as well as the string for a Paiute deadfall trap. The dried cotton fibers can also be used as tinder, as well as an ultra-absorbent improvised medical bandage. Make a last resort water filter by tearing off a bit of cotton and stuffing it into the tubing and tightly wedging it together. The filter won't remove biological, chemical, or heavy metal threats, but it will filter out sediment and other particulates in the water. Condoms can also be used to hold water, up to as much as a gallon. They can also be used to protect tinder and keep it dry, and the latex can also be used as a fire starter. When filled with water, a condom can also be used like a magnifying glass to focus the sun rays and start a fire. Multiple condoms put together can also be used to make a slingshot. It can be used as a crude glove for first aid applications, as well as a fishing bobber. A condom can also be used to put over the muzzle of a gun to keep it dry and keep out dirt from getting down the barrel. You can use bleach to purify water by simply adding 3 drops per quart. Hand towels, bath towels, beach towels, and bed liners represent an almost unlimitable resource to crafty and creative people. This kind of absorbent fabric can be used for wound dressing, insulation, baby blankets, fire starters, and many other applications. If someone knows how to sew by hand, the fabric can be cut into pieces and stitched into an infinite number of handy items. Cooking oil from your kitchen can be used as intended for cooking and baking, but can also serve as a high-calorie food supplement. You can add about 1 tablespoon of any food-grade oil to add about approximately 120 calories. The same oil can be used for fuel and fuel oil lamps. You can also pour liquid forms of oil into traditional kerosene lanterns. A drawer full of kitchen knives can easily be used as tools and weapons should the need arise. Make an improvised sheath out of cardboard and duct tape. Not only can corn chips provide much needed calories, they can also serve as a wonderful fire starter. Fritos work extremely well for fire building. Apply an open flame to the chips and you'll have a fire started in no time.